Hey everyone, I don't have much time. This is Dylan from Thief, and I just want to say, I'm innocent. I didn't do it. I was here listening to the I Hate Music podcast. I've always been here listening to it. I didn't hurt her. I just, when they catch and just listen, you keep listening to I Hate Music, and everything's alright.
Well, good morning and welcome to I Hate Music. This is episode 116. God damn.
Holy crap.
Nick,
that's a lot, dude.
That is a lot. You've been on the show since, I want to say...
We already talked about this. 80-something?
Something like that,
70
yeah.
or 79?
Something like that. Yeah.
So I haven't beat you in the amount of podcasting I've done. I haven't tied you yet. Or
no, maybe one day you'll catch up to me. I think that's how it works. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about, Nick is going to talk to us about and introduce the concept of workout metal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that this is like some kind of like radical claim or hot take or anything like that. I mean, I think you kind of get the idea, but Nick is going to guide us down the path of workout metal
I'll try my best.
Yeah, to get our gains in workout metal.
That's right.
When I think of workout metal, I think about buff dudes making buff songs.
yes, sure. Yeah, Biohazard, Pantera.
Yeah. Is that what
No, those are great examples of workout metal. And I do believe, looking at Danzig or something, you can probably start to incorporate his kind of mid-tempo, brutal kind of music style as what's defining this in my mind. You know? So, whether or not that makes you strong or not, but it makes you feel strong. What about fucking Crowbar or something, dude? That shit is so punishing and you just can't help but fucking lift up a rock that's in front of you or like your desk. Or, it'd be cool to see like a video, a security camera video of a guy at his office or whatever. He just gets pissed off while listening to Crowbar. And he's fucking, you see him sometimes, like Japanese guy or something. He throws his desk out the window or whatever. Yeah. He was probably listening to some brutal shit.
Well, to me, it sounds like you're describing like a mosh breakdown in like death metal or something.
Sure.
It's like that same type of like. It's like when the drums are like dun dun dun, and like you get all hyped up, and it's like you want to break stuff. And
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's when the pit hits hard. It's probably the same thing. Like when the pit hits hard, it's also probably a good song for when you want to work out to something.
So what's that band we saw in Houston? Eternal Champion. Is that workout metal?
That's epic heavy metal. So,
but that would
which
work.
Is also mid tempo. It would work and powerful.
And he's got the muscles, and he wears a helmet or something.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like a warrior. Yeah. I feel like if it was like a lot of blast beats, it doesn't lend itself to warrior metal. So
yeah.
Conan, puts a stamp of approval on workout metal. I think he'd be a fan of this type of genre if it existed in his world.
So blast beats won't work because it's too. You can't go that fast. You can't match the beat.
I think we kind of got to something where it was like when the pit really hits,
Yeah.
And when the blast beats are going, the pit's a little disorganized and not really sure what's going.
Right. Nobody can really follow along.
But when the breakdown and I Am the Law or fucking Among the Living happens or something, that shit goes crazy, dude. And it's because it's mid tempo or during Indians or something.
I was gonna say Indians, war dance. Yeah.
War. Oh, that might be, that's a good example of a workout metal song, I'd say. An early one. Yeah. Because I feel like it kind of evolved and became a thing once Pantera came to the scene.
Interesting.
Once Vulgar Display of Power came out of anything.
Well, because that also like plays into like this machismo stuff, right? It's like it's like big and tough, and it's like.
Yep.
Do you think bands like actually write music to be played to be worked out to?
Well, not originally. Maybe now, there's gym culture and stuff, which is the thing that's very possible. But thinking about Pantera's evolution from Cowboys from Hell to Vulgar Display, it's quite miraculous what happened there. Something changed. Something was like gangster rap was becoming more popular. Like there was a lot of heavy music and heavy feelings about the world at that time. Something changed from this very thrash record, which what Cowboys was, to Vulgar, which was a fucking, mosh fit. Every song was a mosh song, basically. And Phil was more of an aggressive frontman. He was out there looking people in the fucking eye saying, come attack me, basically.
Right.
Let's see what you got, it's that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that was not their intention to do that. I just think that they were kind of kind of hitting that hip hop kind of vibe or something. And for whatever reason, that lends itself to the pit. There were bands that were writing music for mosh pits. Exodus was all for many years. But it changed when Pantera hit that shit. I don't know why.
But like in 2026, I would assume that, it's been quite a few years since that happened. I would imagine that there are bands out there that we want to be on someone's gym playlist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I bet there's workout dudes that are writing music just to work out.
Right.
This is a really cool concept I never even thought of.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that's happening. This is workout metal, and the only people listening to it are gym guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you do.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. This is all kind of something I've never really thought about too much.
Yeah.
But do you have a gym playlist?
No, not really. I go to a gym now where I'm training with a guy, and they're not playing anything that's going to help me hit PRs. It's fucking bunch of bullshit, Coldplay or whatever. It really pisses me off. And when the gym is empty, I'm like, dude, can we put on something a little heavier here? And I would maybe be able to get Metallica on or something.
Maybe. That seems
because otherwise it's going to scare other people or something. But if I had my own choice, if I had my own headphones in and I was at 24 Hour Fitness or something, certainly I would, try to cater it towards that.
Put on Among the Living.
There's Among the Living, or think about Obituary. It has to be mid-tempo, I think. You know, and it has to be lots of double bass. It has to be a snare on the 4, whatever the definition is. There's bands like 200 Stab Wounds that are out there right now. It's like a mid-paced death metal band. They're perfect for workout metal.
Yeah, Cause of Death, I can see.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Bolt Thrower, dude.
Bolt Thrower, yeah.
Bolt Thrower was used when I was in high school. Fourth Crusade. That's a great fucking workout song.
Yeah.
Maybe we should play that one, actually. That's like almost the epitome. It feels like it is like an amazing intro song. Like bands and baseball players now are using intro songs to kind of get onto the field or whatever. Like wrestling used to be, or boxing or something, But,
right, yeah.
But in high school, my friend, was it? Now, I don't remember if it was Matt. I don't want to misquote here because Matt will be listening. But Matt, if it was you, I don't think it was. His intro song was Back in Black by AC/DC, I believe. Okay. But Fourth Crusade by Bolt Thrower was used by a high school in my area to kind of bring the band out. Or bring the team out. Sorry, to bring the team out. What? It blew my fucking mind.
That's weird.
This is insane. Yeah. So that's a great example of like maybe it jazzes you up in some way. It gets you into another level of like, when we listen to metal, we feel it in our veins. Am I right? We feel it in our whole body.
For sure.
So of course, if you're feeling some kind of power from a Crowbar song, you're going to want to lift heavier. So.
Yeah. What about like Cro-Mags? Like it's more hardcore, but like I guess what I'm trying to say is someone like Harley Flanagan. It's like he's a fitness guy. Yeah. He's really buff. Like, do you think
those bands?
And seeing someone that looks like that too and is fit, like I think that this doesn't affect you at the gym, but like in the pit or something, if you're watching Manowar and they're like all buff or something like that, I think it would be more effective than watching like Crowbar, who are larger guys. Yeah.
But their music's so heavy, so it works as well. But yeah, that's a good point. I think those are the hardcore bands. at that time were kind of like focused on their bodies more straight edge or vegan or something.
Yep.
And they were like Madball and like Biohazard, of course, and dude, Punishment by Biohazard it's a banger, as the kids would say, and that's a great breakdown in that would lend itself to you. What's your bench, dude? How much you bench?
Yeah.
How much you bench, bro? So if you benched, let's say you benched 180, you put on that fucking Biohazard, I guarantee you'll hit 200. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
If you time it with just the breakdown part,
right.
Dude.
God.
There's nothing you could do about it. It's 20 pounds extra right there.
You can't even help yourself. You're just going to be more powerful. It's like a mother caught underneath a car or something and like pushing the baby off the car. Pushing the car off the baby or some shit. Yeah.
Have you heard about technology helping in this way? Like there's playlists of songs that runners use and stuff where they're kind of match their pace.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't run or anything because I just don't run because I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
But I think that there are runners out there that like use music to keep their pace, and I think there's a lot of gym guys that probably do the same. When there's a mid-tempo song, they can kind of time it with the reps, and I feel like once you're struggling a little bit to keep up with the timing, you're probably trying a lot harder, which probably will help you get stronger.
Yeah,
that's maybe an idea.
Well, so after our KSAD Wolverine Blues episode, I went to the gym right after that, and I do a lot of treadmill stuff, do a lot of cardio. And I put on KSAD, listened to the whole damn thing, and I found myself just unconsciously like trying to match the pace of parts of it, It's like it feels like it's like dancing. It's like you want to match what you're hearing.
Yeah. And it's probably because that album is very mid-paced, The album is very just like groove oriented.
Yeah.
Something has something to do with that,
Yeah.
For me, in my mind, because I don't know, I was coming of age when a lot of this stuff was being popular, Pantera, death metal, mid-tempo stuff like this. That's what I associate with it. But I bet you could use Dio and Ozzy songs that fit pretty well too.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about like 1993 is when workout metal got invented.
No. Well,
but there's some mid-tempo Iron Maiden songs that'd be great too, like Hallowed Be Thy Name and stuff. That would be perfect. Boom, bum, 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 ba-na-na, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like, it's perfect, dude. It's perfect.
Well, I think that obviously everybody works out to music, or usually, so I don't think it's like specific to metal necessarily, but something like that, like a really good breakdown would be just like get you more pumped up, right? It's like like a pre-workout.
And when you time it with lyrics, especially, this is why Pantera was effective. Because these lyrics were about standing up for yourself. These lyrics were about, fucking authority. These lyrics were about stuff that, like, we're angsty about as we're teenagers and stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When that hits and the music hits at that mid-tempo, I don't know, man. It's really powerful.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you had a gym playlist to share.
I don't really, because when I go to the gym now, I'm with a guy that fucking plays on stupid shit. But yeah. Most people that are probably working out do have a gym playlist. It'd be cool if people shared with us.
I was going to say, yeah, maybe email us good workout songs or workout playlists or whatever. hate.pod.music@gmail.com.
I imagine like Meshuggah grooves would be effective as well. It's like tight riffing and stuff. Mm-hmm. That kind of, I don't know, maybe too mathy at times. I'm not sure, but they definitely lean into groove, and like Gojira does now and stuff like that. That'd probably be pretty good. And like I mentioned, 200 Stab Wounds, those guys, track after track. Fulci is like this too. Track after track is just fucking mid-tempo, brutal death metal, and that's perfect for getting them gains, bro.
Yeah.
Getting them gains.
Getting the PRs.
Yeah. But my playlist would definitely include Fourth Crusade by Bolt Thrower, New Level or Walk by Pantera. Mm-hmm. These are classic songs, of course, but there's probably lots of new ones too. But Punishment by Biohazard, fucking, I don't know, man. Master of Puppets even. There's, if you're doing a little heavier, maybe a little bit faster reps of some sort, fucking when Master of Puppets hits, it feels really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Tons of Testament songs.
I mean, lots of thrash metal in general, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Even Sabbath, put in some Sabbath and I don't know, The
Oh,
Wizard
yeah.
or something.
I can
So
see
good.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should we check out the Fourth Crusade?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Classic bulk thrower and
Great workout metal.
workout metal. Here we go. Fourth Crusade by Bolt Thrower.
So good.
So
it's
good.
Perfect mid-paced. It got fast barely there, but man, it's just the whole thing is just perfectly paced for pumping that iron, bro.
Totally. They should make songs for swimming. Like that'd be a good swimming one. Like
you have, I know there are underwater earphones, but I think that's the problem. Headphones, you know.
Yeah, headphones.
How do you hear music when you're underwater, bro?
It sounds like an existential question.
I'm ready for it. I'm telling you a joke. No, I wish I had one.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
If a tree falls in the forest and you're underwater, can you hear it?
Yeah.
That's, man, so great. What a great.
So great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a great example. Obviously, anything off Vulgar Display of Power. And for me, that's like the epitome. I don't know. But I grew up in the 90s or, grew up in the 80s and 90s. So I'm a little jaded on that. But I'm sure I imagine there's a lot of newer songs that are really great too. So hopefully we can hear some from somebody.
Maybe so. I feel like a lot of the metal stuff these days don't really, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm not hearing that type of like mid-paced breakdown stuff lately. I don't know.
Well, and like, I don't know, 200 Stab Wounds is a good example, but there's, Fulci and stuff. There's death metal that's doing it for sure. So,
yeah, but like that's true. That's true. Yeah, I gotta listen to that Fulci record again.
And Eternal Champion would fit the bill for sure. I don't think of that necessarily as it's triumphant music. Certainly, it's majestic and powerful, and that lends itself to them gains. So, yeah, I don't see why not.
Gotta get them gains. So is workout metal like I know you didn't like come up with the term, but is this something that you hear, or is this like something you just?
I don't know.
It's like a category you made in your head, basically.
Maybe,
for certain
but
things.
I also think it's a thing. It's
yeah,
a thing.
I think so.
I think
so.
There's a lot of non-metalheads that listen to metal in the gym.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do believe this is like you will meet someone in your life where they're like, oh, I'm not, oh, hey, I'm into metal, but I'm not into metal, but I do listen to it at the gym sometimes.
Yeah.
You've heard that before, maybe. But.
I bet I have. So a couple days ago, Aaron and I and the kids went to Core, and I don't know if you've been to Core recently, or have you ever been there? It's
Core.
Yeah.
Oh no, the food pod place. No,
yeah.
I have not. Yeah.
Okay, so it was great, and then it went to shit for a while, but now it's great again. They have this bar inside, and there's this guy named Chris that works there. And we walk in, and I haven't shown you this. I'll show it to you sometime, but I got this South of Heaven shirt recently.
Yeah.
And it's just old school Slayer logo, the South of Heaven cover on it. And,
awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I walk in, and this guy, Chris, who's probably, I want to say a little bit older than me, maybe a little Asian guy, he's like, "Are you wearing a Slayer shirt?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "Oh." And I said, "What, you don't like Slayer?" And he's like, "No, man." He's like, I'm not into that. He's like, "I don't really like metal at all." I was like, "Oh." And he just...
Why would he even say something? It's so weird.
I know, it's so weird. He was just like disgusted by it. I'm like, "Have you listened to Slayer?" And he's like, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then he said, "But I do love, what did he say? He said, I do love basic metal." And I said, okay, so what's basic metal? I thought he was going to say, I don't know, Deftones or...
Disturbed or something
like that.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, what's basic metal? And he's like, Master of Puppets is one of my favorite records.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, okay, well,
interesting.
I wouldn't call that basic, but I think he means more like foundational or like the bigger stuff maybe. But
I think basic, he's using a term like I'm a basic bitch or something. That's somebody that just like goes to Starbucks and doesn't really have taste.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just, back in the day, Eagle's Greatest Hits was in everybody's collection or whatever. Maybe it's just Master Puppets is something that's transcended to that level.
I think it's at that level now, but he's like, I'm not a metal guy, but I do love that record. So maybe that's his workout metal record.
Yeah, I bet that's the kind of guy that would be like, oh, I'm going to put on Master Pups when I'm going to fucking work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's listening to something very, very different.
Well, then, so I asked him, like, so what are you into? And he's like, I just like rock and roll, normal rock and roll. I'm like, okay, what's normal rock and roll to you? And he said, Bruce Springsteen is my favorite artist. I went to see him at the Moda Center a couple days ago, and then he sat there as a line was forming behind us, showing us videos and photos of the show.
So uncomfortable. You're like, because you're aware, right, of the line.
I'm super aware of the line. And he was literally playing us videos of the Bruce Springsteen concert because he was front row. He was right there. He paid all that money to be front row.
He's a huge fan.
He's like, I've seen him dozens of times. I always get front row if I can.
Oh my God.
He brought his kids. His kids thought it sucked, but he was like super stoked. Yeah.
That is great.
Yeah.
So workout metal could lend itself to transient metal fans. No doubt about it.
That's an interesting topic too, transient metal fans.
I think that if you played a workout playlist for a transient metal fan, they would love it. This would be as close to metal as they would love, is because it's something about the groove, the hip hopness, the tempos. It's effective.
That's an interesting concept. So it's about the time and place and the environment for how you enjoy music. Is it like going to the beach and listening to Jimmy Buffett or something? It's like I don't listen to it outside.
That? Yeah. It's like, maybe. This is perfect for Jimmy. I do when I'm in Hawaii, dude. I'm listening to reggae and I'm listening to things they don't fit here. It's too cloudy and there's fucking cold. And
that's what I'm saying. You go down to like
interesting. Yeah.
Aaron and I went down to San Diego a few years ago and we were at this hotel and they were playing reggae everywhere we went. You know, and it's like
great, right?
Yeah, it's like all the steel drums and stuff, and
it's like drinking a shitty lager, but you're in Prague, and so it tastes great, you know. Exactly. Or you're in Thailand, and it's like, Singa tastes great, but when you're at home,
fuck that shit.
Gross. No. But I love it when I'm over there, you know.
Yeah. So.
Weird.
It's interesting because when people say things to me like, "Oh, I love," you know. Rust in peace, but I'm not in the mood for it. I'm always like, it's kind of weird when people are like,
strange?
Like it's. I feel like I'm not like that. Like there are times where I'm like, I'm in the mood to listen to Ramones because it's like sunny out and nice. But usually my mood doesn't dictate what I want to listen to.
Me either.
And I always find it weird when people say that. But in this is like a different angle, like environmental factors dictating what you want to hear or how you even like like moving beyond genres, like listening to genres you normally wouldn't. Like you don't listen to reggae at home.
No, hardly ever. I mean, if it's so rare. It's so rare. I'm listening to metal most of the time, or you know, something darker or something.
Yeah,
but that's because we're so into music. I think people that are just kind of lazily into music, or you know, it isn't a big part of their lives like it is for us, that they are going in between genres a lot. They're going in between these different worlds based on what the mood is, based on what's happening.
Yeah,
based on the party they're at, based on the location they're at. Yeah. This is really interesting.
Yeah, so you're working out, you want to hear Pantera. You're at the beach, you want to hear Jimmy Buffett.
You're like, you're at the bar and you want to hear 07 or something because you want to chill out and talk to your friend or something. There is good bar music, you know. I like hearing Slayer at the bar, but I doubt many people do, man. I doubt many people do.
Dude, I would love I would love to hear Slayer at the bar.
The Matador on fucking Burnside in the Greek Taverna or something. Remember that place?
Yeah.
It's still there. But they had an amazing jukebox in the 90s, and they had Slayer on the jukebox. We would just go there just for that.
Yeah.
Just to play it.
Yeah, Roscoe's, like old school Roscoe's, like mid-2000s, they had Slayer on there. I think they had like some Rust in Peace in there too.
People that are like not used to it would probably be very, very turned off. And that's why I never hear it at the gym. That's why because I'm around other people.
Yeah.
Like, and there's this loudspeakers on or something, and I'm training with a dude. I'm not training by myself.
Right.
But if I was to put on Slayer in that atmosphere, there would be complaints immediately. It wouldn't work.
No.
You know? So you gotta be real careful.
But it's interesting because Metallica might be different.
That's true. Throw on Master Pups. They're like, I fucking heard that in Stranger Things or something.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, they would. But Slayer, Slayer is different than Metallica, obviously. It's darker. Yes. It's a bit faster, that. It's a bit more raw.
And you can't buy a Slayer record at Target, I don't think.
No.
Still. You could buy Master Puppets there, though, I'm pretty sure. But
like if you put on like Seasons in the Abyss, it's not that radically different than a Metallica record.
Not at all. That's the thing. Yeah.
It's the lyrics, the subject matter maybe is a little bit more in your face.
But there would be a lot of transient fans that would say, "Oh, this sounds like Metallica to me." Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, man. I mean, around that same time and stuff.
I like this environmental aspect and this transient fans.
When I like how it switched into that because that's really interesting.
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
No, me either. Because we listen to music differently, I think.
I think so.
You know?
Yeah.
I think probably most fans of this podcast do as well. We are absorbed by music. It's not something that, of course, there's moods that come and go, like for Sigur Rós or a band like that or something.
Yeah.
That shit's so emotional and deep, and some anathemas like that for me too. I have to kind of be in like the right mood for it, but typically I don't really think about it. I just throw on, these are things I want to listen to. I'm often in the mood for Maiden or something, so I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know what I'm saying exactly. But
I think it's less true for me than it is for others. Usually when I'm like curating like a playlist or a record to listen to, it's based off of who else is in the area that might get upset, or like, oh shit, I haven't listened to Symphonies of Sickness in a couple of years and I want to listen to it again.
But if you're hanging out with your family, you're probably not going to put on Symphonies. I mean, maybe they'd be used to it because they've known you their whole lives. But typically, if you're at a party, Jason's known for this, talking to the rest. I'm breaking the fourth wall here.
Yeah.
I'm talking to everybody but Jason. Jason's known for putting on music that does make people uncomfortable. He doesn't give a shit. Like he really does want you to like kind of listen to it and pay attention maybe a little to it. But for me, a lot of times it's jarring because it's like, I know like this is hard for people. Like this, you got to kind of pick and choose when to put on this weird ass music you're putting on.
Oh yeah, put on Abruptum at a graduation party.
But you don't care. Yeah. That's amazing. It's amazing. I respect that you push through that feeling, but typically I would put on like chill out music, and just because I know it's going to please the crowd.
Yeah, no, I do that too, but I like to throw in little Easter eggs. Like Rachel had a birthday party a few years ago, and she asked everybody to add to like the Spotify playlist. She made it open.
Oh, great.
So I put.
She didn't know she was getting into it.
No, I was like, oh, Rachel. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I was nice about it, but I did put in "You Suffer." Just because it's just like a little hint, it's just like a little spice in there. And I mean, there was like, I don't know, 15, 20 people at that party, and most of them added stuff. And You Suffer, because I don't know if it's just because it's so short, it played like 6 times. But like nobody noticed because it's just like, and everybody's like, was that a truck that went by?
Yeah,
like,
what was that?
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
The record skipper. Or what happened?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool though. I mean, when I'm around my family, I am very aware, and I don't put on metal and stuff because I know, for one, I don't want to defend it. A lot of times I don't want to be in a position where I'm like, why do you like this? Like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I just love it so much. I don't know how to describe that.
Yeah,
but I do, and I know it's not for everybody, but can you just give it a chance? Or, I don't like the vocals, or I don't like the,
Yeah.
I don't want to defend it.
I know.
So it's easier for me music's so personal for me.
That's how it is for me too. I typically am not like, hey, I'm gonna listen to Symphonies. If I'm driving somewhere with my family, that's where it's different. I'll put on whatever the fuck I want to. But
we've read your rules, man. We've read
rules. Yeah. But if like I'm at home and I put on a record or something, it's usually not Storm of the Lights Bane if my fam's hanging around.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they come into the room and I'm playing something, it's not like I like jump up and turn it off.
No, of course.
But I'm not like, hey, let's all listen to Ophthalmia together.
This is a whole nother topic, but metal music that is party, like could be played at a party or something, played from around people that aren't used to it. Maybe your mom even, or, maybe not your mom. Your mom's cool, but some moms out there would be highly offended, so, but you could sneak in some metal in that way sometimes if you could sneak in an older album or something, and be like, oh.
I love doing stuff like that. And I've done that often where like last Thanksgiving we had Heather and Deshaun over. Nice. And I was like, well, I'm going to put on like Mr. Bungle's California. It gets crazy sometimes, but most of the time it just feels like this lovely album.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Thought Industry or things like that and people are like, oh, like it's not overtly crazy or overtly doesn't like turn people off. And I like that challenge. Or like Ulver is a great example.
Totally.
It's like something I want to listen to, but also something that other people would be like, whoa, what is this?
I mean, Kveldsinger is a great example of like a really an evening amongst friends when you're having deep conversations. You have that in the background. Perfect.
Yeah.
Muskox or something.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
Muskox. Yeah, stuff like that. I love when there's those crossovers, and you can be like, actually, like this is this crazy fucking black metal band, but they just made this acoustic record.
I like that a lot about the Dungeon Synth scene. A lot of that music can be played in this kind of way. You know, typically before my Dungeon Synth obsession, I would look up medieval music or something, or I'd put on lute music or something. But now I have so many artists in my head that I know that play that shit that I could just play them instead of playing like some, pre-recorded thing from 70s or 80s or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I love that. Or like when I played Psy recently at Record Night, like I love also being like, people are like, whoa, this is heavy, but there's a saxophone and keyboards and there's a Mellotron and all this. And like, what is this? I'm like, it's a black metal band. And like, everybody's like, well, it doesn't sound like black metal. I was like, well, that's great. That's how it should be.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I think black metal lends itself to openness in that way a lot more than death metal does.
Yeah. It does, yeah,
especially
for sure.
bands like Arcturus and stuff. I don't know what black metal purists would think about that stuff, but I am not one, I guess. So
I love it when it gets perverted like that. But
if you're like only into early mayhem or something, you might not, be open to these weird ideas. Perhaps, I don't know.
Maybe not. Yeah,
I don't know. Dark Throne or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Arcturus is a perfect example. I mean, I could never call like the last few Arcturus records black metal. But I would still call them a black metal band in a casual setting. I'd be like, oh, it's a black metal band from Norway.
So. Yeah. I think, Over could probably still be lumped in there too. They've changed so much, so it's hard to know. But
I loved doing that to people where they're like, oh, like the latest Ulver is just kind of like a nice like soundtracky, type of record. Like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's a black metal band. Yeah, like even if it's not entirely accurate, it's like it once was accurate. And I love pushing people's perceptions of what things are like that.
Well, that's what was cool about being around in the 90s. I think we heard The Gathering. We heard these other bands that were Tiamat and shit that were really pushing things, And it's like
Wild Honey,
they were still in that fucking category because that's how the label marketed it or something. Yeah. But it was amazing.
I love that, and it's all about the over shape shifting or genre hopping. It all goes into the same thing. It's like, I love being like, oh, Sentence is a death metal band, even though
exactly,
yeah. Or Amorphous.
So I don't know how that's happening now because people are so specific about their music, or maybe music's already so jumbled that it doesn't seem as separate. You know what I mean? Like there are so many bands that are already combining genres that it doesn't separate itself out, because in the 90s there weren't a lot of bands that were doing. There were only a few.
Right.
They really became noticed by us because we were interested in hearing obscure music or whatever. But now it's just happening all the time, probably, and it's not a big deal or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And so somehow we went from workout metal to that.
Yeah, how did that happen? That's cool. That's great. That's great about this podcast.
Yeah.
But I think going from workout metal to environmental metal, which is probably how a lot of people use workout metal, somehow we moved on from that. But that is a really good point. That is a really good point. That's cool, man. I didn't even think of that.
Metal being used for a certain environment and or purpose.
Yep. Yes. By people that aren't really into metal.
Well,
the same people that are maybe using them as warm-up songs, the WWF wrestlers or these guys, they're not really into it, but they feel the energy. Feel the energy.
Well, and sometimes I hear about people, putting on music to sleep to, which is a whole nother concept. But
yeah, I don't do that.
I don't either. But I hear about people putting on like, I put on like lo-fi, or I put on Time Wave Zero or something like that, or
nice.
Something like where it's just like it mellows you out and whatever. And that's interesting too. I'm always curious about like what artists think when people say like, oh, I lost my virginity to the mantle or whatever. It's like, okay, like that's cool, I guess, but like when people say like, oh, I put your record on to sleep or something like that, it's like, well,
yeah, that's a little different.
It's weird.
Is that good? I don't know if I'm boring you or what, but there's definitely albums that are made for smoking weed, and there's definitely albums that are, there's music that is made by people that are high, that are listened to by people that are high, and maybe they put on I can't even think of a good example, but Grateful Dead or something. You put on Grateful Dead when you want to smoke some weed. No, I don't, but some people do, and shit's designed for it,
Electric Wizard.
Doesn't mean they're fucking
Sleep.
Yeah, Electric Wizard. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Sleep, yeah. But that maybe they're not necessarily listening to it when they're sober. I don't know. That's an interesting thing too.
Yeah, it is. It's really interesting.
Sleep hits hard when I'm high, dude. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it's like they say it with like film and stuff too. It's like, oh, you gotta get high and watch Wizard of Oz or something. Really... Yeah. Or like, oh man, like, Mr. Bungle must have been on a bunch of acid when they made this record or something.
But they weren't, or were they?
No.
Yeah. Same with Frank Zappa. It's amazing he was sober.
Yeah.
It's insane.
No, but I think that's the perfect. I think I mean, I don't know. I've had this conversation many times, but I think it typically takes a clean and sharp brain to make truly out there stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I imagine Zappa was probably confused by that a little bit. He was probably, I'm sure he was severely autistic and just like super focused on his music, that he was surprised when it got out into the world that people were using that as like when they were high,
Yeah.
He was probably just like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense to me, But
yeah.
I wonder if Bungle thinks the same. Like, how did we get looped into this kind of weird music? We were just playing music. We didn't even know what,
Yeah. I'm not really sure about Bungle. But yeah, I mean, people used to say that with Sloth to me, like, oh, like how much fucking drugs you're on or whatever. But personally, I can't imagine like having drugs in my system and making something like that. Yeah. And from my point of view, I don't want people to get high and listen to Sloth. I want you to like really hear it for what it is. Yeah. I don't want you to be clouded. I want you to be like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I don't want you to be like, oh, it takes me to another land with mushrooms. Like, I don't want that. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to really
We may
hear
have
it.
missed an opportunity to ask Food about that because he's a sober guy, I think, but he puts out some weird shit, dude.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the fucking weirdest.
It's coming from like the depths of his consciousness somewhere.
I think that back in the day he wasn't sober, but I could see him being sober now.
Oh, okay.
And he's still doing that shit,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of artists out there that write music for people that are high that are not high.
Yes.
That's weird, dude.
Oh, man, it's interesting. I feel like we've covered like 16 different topics in this short workout metal episode.
Yeah, that was great. That's fun to go from tangent to tangent.
No, it's great.
There's only so much you can talk about workout metal. It's not exactly, it was just kind of a cool idea to think about. But
yeah, no, I dig it. And I love it when we get on those tangents and makes us think of things in a different way. That's the whole point.
Very cool. That was fun.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much. We will see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
earthandsound.org is the official website and online store for the I Hate Music podcast and Earth and Sound Productions. There you can find music and merch from bands such as Dolvin, Moonbladder, and Crossed Paths, as well as merch from the I Hate Music podcast. Visit us online to stay appraised of I Hate Music and Earth and Sound, and please like, subscribe, rate, review, share, and comment on this podcast.
An Earth in Sound production.